them meeting up for the first time here. It's a big matchup in the top side, and the Shy's going to show us how it's done. Or not. We've seen with IG, sometimes they throw caution to the wind, and that goes horribly wrong, horribly fast. But for Invictus Gaming, remember what we set as the condition here. They are sitting first in the league. They win this, they move up to 11. They get closer to securing top 2 for 2020 spring and looking for that dominance over the LPL yet again. It's IG versus BLG here in game 1.
Okay, we need to fill the gyos.
Oh, we didn't get him. I'm surprised because IG has a big fan base after their win at Worlds.
I mean, I would hope so.
Where are the cheers?
They've been around for a long time, you know, just besides that, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the team that PDD started out. This is where Zatai was a mid laner.
Yeah.
Kid was on this team.
You know who was on this team? My ex-player, Rain.
Oh, really?
Rain, yeah.
Okay.
Rain doesn't play anymore, though. Korean 80 carry, good times. Tabe was his support.
Yeah.
So, now Tabe on RG.
He's still around as well, but face checking this for Shinmo. Was this the right idea? Ignite's going to go down. Puff and Southwind, I think, like this one a bit too much. Matches the flash here. Shinmo on one more hit. First blood actually goes to Jin Zhao. Now to bully Puff out. I think this is the play. And Jin Zhao really benefits out of it.
I was going to say net win for Jin Zhao, of course. Puff also blowing the heal, and Jin Zhao having both summoners up.
A very good start to the IG game. 2 kills in 1 minute 30. Rookie even looks for blood onto Fofo, and now we begin the game.
Yeah, and what I want to see out of BLG this game is really trying to match Le Yen. Not necessarily look for counter ganks and things like that, but just really, if he heads up towards top, go give pressure with King and hold, make sure he doesn't get dove. Scale into the mid game. Your job is to not counter gank, but counteract what Le Yen wants to do.
Because we set this up pretty clearly, didn't we? It's about the speed and the snowball. Puff might not have it here, has to flash away. Shinmo looking for that as well. Jin Zhao actually matches it with Halo Blades and the passive. A second kill over to BLG.
This is amazing because we were criticizing Jin Zhao so heavily early on, and in recent weeks, he's looked so much better. Actually, BLG are on a 2-series win streak, 2-1 DMO, and the surprise, we didn't mention this, this team recently 2-0 top esports on the Chinese broadcast for anyone who didn't see.
You have to go back and watch that one because for BLG at the very least, I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, we saw Fofo pick up the Vayne against Knights Kassadin and really coming out strong.
BLG was sitting down the bottom. I mean, every win counts at this point, and it is unlikely they look like making playoffs, but they can create upsets on the way. They can keep people down. And here against IG in game 1, that's exactly how they've started here. A 2-0 start, in fact, for Jin Zhao, with a pickaxe picked up. Well, now Le Yen is towards the top side, but Meteor has been shadowing Kingen for quite a while now.
This is exactly what we wanted to see. We said the name of the game wasn't counter gank, it's counteract. Just make sure Le Yen can't find these aggressive options. Get to the mid game where you know going 2-3 items, you are stronger than IG's composition.
Especially when you look at the side of, okay, well, if IG get the speed off early here, the Shy started Cole. Big burst of gold, at least towards that one item from Invictus Gaming. 22-7 CS in the top lane as well, by the way. Kingen not having the funnest time up here as expected.
He's going to need to pick up like Bramble Vest and the Ninja Tabby if he really wants to be able to start having an okay time in this lane. The bummer about that is, of course, there isn't a leash jungle, so there still always will be some AP damage you have to be wary of.
And at least that BLG have really not given away. He said pick and ban. Rookie got the push here in mid lane as well. Here's Le Yen at the moment. Towards the bottom side. Puff and Southwind, they've had a bit of a rough time in this lane. Surprisingly enough.
Yep, just great job coming off from that level 1. Then Shinmo coming back in the lane, using that dredge line and forcing the flash. And Jin Zhao being so aggressive, but moving back to the mid lane. We talked about how we see Rookie pushing, but when you have something like a Nico versus Zero, we don't expect to see any type of solo kills or anything like that. It's just going to be both laners farming. We could expect to see Rookie maybe look for roams and help Le Yen out on the side lane. We actually saw a lot early weeks that Rookie was playing a role to really help prop up the Shy as well, and we saw him and Ning making a lot of dives towards the top side.
We saw like the Orianna quite a lot here from Rookie, which it's still his most played champion, I believe. We talk about champion pool for Rookie. Nico is his favorite at the moment, then Ori, then Rumble. So you can see how the champions influence the rest of the map for IG.
And we actually saw.
Zen has played, I don't think it's going to mean too much here, because Jin Zhao says, that's my trade.
This is another difference with Le Yen to Ning. We typically don't see Ning go bot ever.
Yeah.
Ning really does not give any help to Puff and Southwind, which I think is all right. They are very self-sufficient. They know how to play the lane by themselves. They won't typically over-aggress, but Lil Yen is a lot more
versatile.
No.
You said self-serving, though.
I don't want to use versatile.
Okay.
It's weird because he's self-serving, right? He's kind of selfish in a way, but he's also a lot more generous in where he's willing to use that pressure.
Now you're confusing the heck out of me. What is
Look,
he? Selfish or not?
He ganks less, but is willing to gank more places.
Ah. So he's expanding his horizons while staying in the same place? No.
I feel like
trying to think of it like a holiday.
Opposite.
Okay, well, we'll figure one out for that, guys. We'll get there eventually. They're going to be spotted out on a ward here towards the bottom side, but Shinmo's starting to roam now as well on this Nautilus, and with all that bot side priority with the early fed Kai'Sa. Dragon, the natural pit stop here for Meteor if he doesn't get anything in the bottom lane.
But the Shy getting that call, and also Kingen picking up the double cloth armor, so he is going to make his way, we would assume, towards that Bramble Vest and be able to start playing out the lane, sitting 25 CS down right now, 26 CS down. Not a fun time.
Definitely not. As Meteor,
Ooh,
okay, thank
nice.
you so much. Leon is a level up here, but Meteor is sure to follow in a second after clearing that one up. You just brought the Shy closer to you. Kingen probably not going to be happy with that decision. And now at half health, he's probably going to have to leave with Leon getting spotted up here as well.
Oh, this is really rough, too, because now he doesn't have TP up. The Shy's able to force his wave into turret, so he's not only going to miss out on gold, but what's massive, he's going to miss out on the XP, so he's going to be even further from that death realm. Camp
to take for Leon as well just makes it more annoying knowing that this at least is going to be top side.
Oh, this is so greedy.
And this is the play you wanted to see from IG. The Shy going to take 2 bits of turret. Maybe not the right play just yet. King in level 5. Dove here. Repel available, but IG are botching this one. The Shy flashes, and Kingen getting a trade is better than none at all.
This is great for BLG. IG invest all their resources in the top side. You get a 1-for-1 and you get Dragon. Massive win for BLG.
I mean, that dive botched there in the end. Kingen survives, holds the shield for so long.
We saw him take turret shots before the dive even started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so not a good
Shy
look for
doing
the Shy.
the Shy things, huh?
And this is where I've seen very polarized opinions of the Shy from fans who watch our broadcast, right? Is you see some people are like, oh, how can people talk like this is good that it's their play style? He's just inting, he's playing really bad. But you see some people who know this is a Shy, this is what gives him the advantage as well, which I feel like that one's a lot more accurate, right? Because if you don't play this way, you're not going to crush people as hard as the Shy does, but obviously it does open you up for these mistakes.
Honestly, people see it and they think, okay, it's a solo queue mentality, which in a way is very correct, where the Shy is going to try and make the riskier play because the payoff is greater.
Well, I don't want to think of it as solo queue. I want to think that IG, especially the Shy and Rookie, aim for the perfect League of Legends.
Ah.
So it's going to be completely annoy your coach, where it's going to be like, no, but it doesn't matter that I could have gone for this less percent, like more percentage, but less worth play. If I outplay this, do this here, double auto, reset this, it'll work perfectly and I'll get more.
Sometimes it really just doesn't work out for the Shy. I said the other day, he's actually got more career deaths than kills at the moment. I'm not sure if that tied it over from the last couple of series, but something worth checking out, the fact that the Shy is so close to his kills in his career deaths. Last year was a very heavy death year for the Shy.
Now we are at the point where, once again, we want to see Lil Yen just make his way up towards that top side, so he could go for a clear from bot to top. But with the wave in this position, you might actually be able to catch out BLG's bot lane. But Fofo is hovering over and still does have the TP to follow if needed.
There's a lot of gold on the side of Jinjiao. Meanwhile, Meteor is going to take a turn up in this top side first.
Yep, but we do have the Realm of Death available for Kingen as well as the Bramble Vest, so it'll be really good if they want to look to set up this play onto the Shy. Maybe Meteor pillaring him off, getting some damage down, Kingen bring him in that Death Realm to finish off the kill, but nope, still just shadowing up for him. And
another culling. I mean, this is going to continue happening. You talk about the Death Realm that is available here. Well, even for Kingen right now, not going to get a chance to use it. He's going to have to back away. No TP if he backs here as well. The Shy is already 50 CS above here in this winning lane and has another wave crashing in. Kingen can't back yet.
And he's about to finish his call.
Yeah. So this is like the expectation we've had from Invictus Gaming. The winning lane in the top side. And again, caution to the wind for everything else at this point.
Another thing that people might have missed is the fact that we didn't really talk about it, that IG got 2-0'd by JDG as well.
Yeah.
So really struggling against JDG. We actually saw Yuki pick up a pentakill on the Azir. We also saw him pick up a solo kill against rookie Zillion.
Oh, the chrono shift in front of the turret. If you haven't seen that, one of our top clips at the moment in LPL. If you look in the back end, it's actually rookie heading towards turret, thinking the chrono shift will time well, but turns into a solo kill by Yagao.
And IG just using their pressure from their soul lanes to take this Rift Herald scot-free.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we've seen of Le Yen this split, which we talked about. He really likes to use the pressure from his soul lanes by just taking these objectives, invading the enemy jungle, self-serving in that sense, right? He gets the team advantages on his own, doesn't need his laners to come roam and help him out.
So we're going to get a charge here with Le Yen just shadowing yet again. They do share the gold, but the Shy still getting it, getting first turret in under 10 minutes.
But still,
Under
BLG
11.
here ready to answer. We also see them bring up Shinmo this time
Death
around.
Realms. The Shy has no mana in here. So here comes the Death Grass, not going to land, but Meteor's going to be on top of him in a second. The Shy hovering over the wall, the depth charge as well as he comes out. And Kingan gets another kill.
Yeah, so great job by BLG. I love that we've seen Meteor up here all game. This is typically where Meteor goes regardless. He doesn't really pay a lot of attention towards bot lane, which is why this was such an interesting matchup of BLG versus IG. But still, the Shy going to be able to finish this Blade of the Rune King and pick up a BF sword.
And that Carl's still sitting there completed.
Yeah, so he has a lot of damage.
He's still dead. I'm wondering where he's going to go now. Back to that top side, you reckon, Lyric? We're just going back to the same lane to abuse.
Like, if it was it's a Lucian, so yes.
Yep.
But I was going to say, regardless of champion, the Shy is not the type of player who typically walks towards mid, sets up for the Dragon play by, getting that tempo advantage for his team. He's going to walk up top. He's going to still push in the wave all the lane and bully you under turret. We, of course, did see his Doran's Blade Ornn against Suning.
Yeah, that didn't work out well, though.
Did not work out well, but
what was the Ornn game? IG, was it Vici?
No, it was OMG. No, OMG was the Doran's Blade.
Suning was the game one
God.
Ornn. We have so many games, apologize.
Suning was the one that I don't want to think about.
Unkillable Ornn.
What IG did that game, that was dirty.
That was insane. I mean, the Shy's Ornn. And I'm pretty sure in the post-game interview he said that was my first time playing Ornn. Or something along the lines being ridiculous.
He did say that exactly, actually.
We got a couple of interviews. I still can't work out. I got to get Clement to help me, because there's another clip on our Twitch channel. It is the Shy's interview at the start. I think he might say a dirty word. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not going to accuse him just yet. But meanwhile, if we're talking about the Shy, look towards top. Kingan takes red buff. Oi! He doesn't want to give it to the Shy. That's smart. But the Shy's still pushing in.
So IG just going to take this dragon, and if you're BLG, just give it up. You don't need it. IG are nowhere close to Soul from the fact that you took the first one. Just keep buying time for your Azir and Kai'Sa to get big.
Just a reminder to everyone again, IG Snowball, BLG wait.
I love it.
I liked it. Well, you're the one that said it. It was perfect.
I love that the team's picked like this, though.
Okay, flash forward into Realm Warp again. This is just a rinse and repeat of the play. We're only just down an extra wall, but Kingan, he's getting solo killed in his own Death Realm. The shield comes through. The Shy just wants to trade, but he can't find one. Meteor gets the benefit this time around. IG's top laner getting caught out yet again.
And this is great to see from BLG's bot lane, though. They know, hey, we're sending all our resources at top. IG were just taking Dragon their bot side, sitting in that brush, waiting for Le Yen to show, and then they back off, giving over nothing to IG except these plates. But again, kind of expected when you dedicate so many resources to the top lane.
Surprised that Le Yen's sticking around. The bulwark bonus not going to be there with 3 people. Poke comes through yet again. But it is an on-hit virus here from Puff, so you're not going to get the poke burn damage. Note as well, Blade of the Ruin King almost complete for Puff here in the bottom lane, who is catching up in CS in the earlier discrepancy built by Jin Zhao and his 2 kills. Plus, Rookie has his first item as well.
If I was IG,
what would you do?
I would like to actually see the lethality virus this game. Ooh. Just because if this game goes late anyway, you shouldn't really win these team fights. You have a Lucian, you have an Elise. Nico, also a very mid-game spiking champion, but still, Elise brings a lot of utility in the later stages of the game from the fact that she goes Glacial Augment in the items that she builds. But if Puff can... If this game does go late, we get to a point where we are seeing these late team fights, if Puff can make it work, Puff is a god.
Oh, yeah. You have to give him some praise, right? And you're right, like with the lethality here, we'd just see that big spike all at once.
Yeah, we'd see that big one-item power spike. His Qs would hit so hard. And
But Puff was kind of the first person in LPL to bring out the Varus. Just to note in week 1, this was always kind of his favorite champion.
Varus and Braum.
Yeah, Varus and Braum, the combo that we saw repetitively.
Yeah, it kind of felt like IG were ahead of the meta with both of those because they just saw, hey, we see these picks like Leona, like Nautilus, other melee champions across the map like Jarvan. If you jump into a Braum, again, Braum neutralizes them in bot lane, tags things like the Jarvan and Lee Sin in team fights, and they're really squishy, so they get bursted down with that CC easily. And we all know how strong the Varus is now. Second highest priority champion in all of LPL. Aphelios is first at 98%, and Varus second at 91.
Feels like IJ been first picking this for, what, 3-4 weeks straight now, and teams have been okay to give it to them. In the past, Puff has really shown up big. Week 1, one of the highlights here was Puff and Southwind working their way through on the debut week of Invictus Gaming. Remember, bottom lane that came from Vici Gaming in 2019. They work well as a duo. They've been together since 2017 LSPL Summer Promotion. And is a year longer standing in this duo than LWX and Crisp. So you see the time scale here.
And just look at how smart Meteor is.
He's found it again. This play has happened so many times. Kingen is going against the play to the room King user now, but now Leyen here with the counter gank.
Ooh.
Out of the Death Realm, TP getting followed up. IG now have to get out of there. Fofo in here with the Emperor's Divide available, but he doesn't need it. He auto-attacks to death, and BLG are really slowing this one down.
And this is IG really drafting themselves into a really hard-to-execute win condition if the team plays around it well. BLG have, and I feel like a lot of our LCK fans are going to look at IG's comp and be like, what is this? This can't win the game. And we're getting to the point where, might be true, if you're IG, you need to just try and secure that Rift Herald with the pressure you have from your top lane. But if you're BLG, you're still just happy to sit back, get those items on your carries. You've gotten a lot more kills than I feel like you should have this game. You've just been consistently punishing the way the Shy likes to play.
He's 1-4. And even though the Shy is up 50 CS, I mean, Kingen picked up those 2 kills. That CS discrepancy doesn't mean too much. But Essence Reaver now picked up on the Shy, and IG looking to start the second Herald of the game. Secured the first one, they broke open top.
Yep, so they're going to get this uncontested. Once again, I really like this from BLG. Just take the bot side turret, get ready for this dragon, and then we might finally start seeing fights coming out from BLG, especially once Fofo picks up that second item.
And I'm waiting towards Jin Jiao.
Wait,
Fofo
as well. Just flashed.
Huh. Where is he?
So looks like IG found a... Oh, yep, Chains of Corruption's down.
Okay. So Fofo with the key summoner down. Herald through the mid lane. Jin Jiao's going to have to move.
Puff as well. Puff flashed for it, it looks like.
Ooh, okay. Missed that one. Good pickup. I can't believe you saw that. That's very nice. Riptail going to get a second charge though. Mid turret's already gone. Inner turret now remaining. But IG can't go anywhere further here, especially with this Nash's Tooth on the Azir and ultimate available.
Yeah, so IG still pushing the game forward like they need to do, but only a 1.4 gold lead doesn't feel like all that much.
No, nothing, especially when the win condition we put forward for BLG was about their timing in this game. Now a Cloud Dragon to transition to as well. If you're talking about pacing out a soul, well, IG have to really work for the next 3 dragons, and that's already like 15 minutes time at least.
You know the other thing I really like about BLG's comp? Is that once we get to the later stages of the game and you have things like an Azir Kai'Sa which could just burn Baron, that play is a lot less risky when you have a Mordekaiser where, hey, look, Lien's coming in, we can't do this. Oh, pulled into the Death Realm, we get the Baron.
The easy takeaway here.
We saw FPX doing that so perfectly week 1 when Duinbi was playing the Mordekaiser, remember?
Yeah, I remember also like Kim Good actually plays it as well, right?
Yeah, so... And I feel like a lot of teams who've still picked up the Mordekaiser have been really hesitant to make that play. They'll still start the Baron, but won't commit and won't pull that jungle into the Death Realm. But I'd love to see BLG, if it gets to that point, have the confidence to look for Barons.
When was Mord reworked? Was that this year?
That was 10.1, I want to say.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was 10.1 or 10.2.
Because I remember when it came into fruition. Are you sure? I think it was last
year.
Oh,
wait, reworked. I thought you meant I thought you meant nerfed.
No.
That was my bad.
No, reworked, right?
Oh,
Ended
reworked.
last year.
Oh, reworked. Man. What are days? What are months here in the LPL?
Know,
we dance every day.
Dude, I'm just waiting for new fiddle. At this point, as Lien is actually caught out, has to flash away. But on that note as well, people getting inventive with the ultimates.
Yeah. But 10.1 was when he got nerfed, the movement speed on his stuff.
Thank you for that. Kingen in this game, Still very relevant. Doesn't have his first item, but relevant being the key word there, as Jin Zhao is really accelerated. This is a big Kai'Sa with 2 items and the Muramana now complete.
And if the name of the game is front-to-back team fight,
then we're going to do one now. Apparently, Solar Flare here with the ultimate used by Azir, but the poke coming out. Meteor is going to go golden underneath the turret while Pup take care of the turret. IG is still going forward. Somebody help BLG.
the name of that game wasn't front-to-back team fight. That was IG getting a pick. A beautiful pick at that, though.
And now they've found someone else. They're going to get the Cocoon down as well. Kicking at half health, poke down 2. Let me correct myself. Not a front-to-back, a front-to-front here from IG. They've got an exposed
a team fight.
inhibitor. They've got an exposed inhibitor turret. 2K gold lead for IG.
And I like that by IG saying, hey, this game is getting much harder. Our windows are getting much smaller. Giving up the side lane, just dedicating more people to the mid lane to make that pick possible. Get that mid lane inner turret and trying to get that inhibitor turret as well. Weren't able to get it, but still did create a bit of tempo in the process. And here's what we see, not a team fight, but a great decisive engage coming in from Southwind, chained into the chains of corruption, just having enough damage to take down the Azir, and Rookie trying to follow it up. That ult doesn't really do anything, but it looked really cool.
And while BLG have been playing this game really, really well, we have to also come back to what makes IG successful, and it's the ability to flush forward and make the play, right?
Yep.
Sometimes the risk outweighs the reward, but that time around you see when it's more successful what it yields. And
let's talk about this, the fact that we saw it especially in their games against top esports, that we keep setting up that they shouldn't win late game team fights. They shouldn't. It's not how it works between these 10 champions.
Yeah.
But we've seen IG do this so many times where they make things happen that shouldn't happen.
I mean, even now setting up here for the pick yet again. BLG are walking into it while they take care of Meteor. Shinmo's going to go gold while the Shy is taking on Jin Zhao. Fed Kai'Sa, but now has to deal with the back end of the culling. Kingen comes on in, can't get the ulti after the flash, and IG win again.
And just punishing BLG for not pushing out mid as a unit and rotating into River as 5. Yeah.
I mean, it goes from 0 to hero very quickly. BLG with 3 members. Jin Zhao's super fed still, but he's being poked out. Kingen as well has the Death Realm. The Baron secured. But in the Death Realm, I don't know, Kingen. I think you might die here as he comes out, gives the kill back over to the Shy, and Southwind wants to go in on Bofo, who has to run away.
And we were talking up this game so much for BLG. They did such a good job of slowing it down and mirroring Le Yen in the early game. But punishing one mistake from BLG leads to a Baron and a 5K gold lead.
It kind of makes you think about, I don't know, you explain this.
Well, again, we didn't see them. When you're BLG's comp, you need to get pressure as a 5-man unit, push out that mid lane, walk into River together. They don't do that. IG finds the picks in the jungle, punishing BLG for clearing vision as 2-man, and then we just see the Shy.
I was just, I know it's a Lucian, but I was just expecting Jin Zhao to just pummel him, but needed Kingen, excuse me, to come on in. Couldn't get the ult off in time, and it's these high-pressure plays yet again from IG. They've got a 5K gold lead. All of a sudden, the tempo has ballooned into this mid game.
And now you're going to have a much easier time creating tempo disparity. There we go.
Yep.
Tempo disparity where BLG are going to have to be walking back and forth between their own jungle, between the objectives that they want to contest, and you could look to catch members out by having, you know, the Shy roam over first or Rookie roam over first, or
Lord.
catch someone off when they're clearing vision.
This almost Flame Horizon Lucian in the top lane just picked up an Infinity Edge. As IG move towards this dragon, BLG know what's going on, but all they can do is sit back. As you said earlier on, you don't want to contest this one, especially not with an IG in full form like this. But now it seems to be how long BLG can hold this game back from the point it is now.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it's been at from the start. They were doing a good job early on, but IG really just ballooning their advantage so much, and now it's going to be about getting set up in front of this turret. And they do have some siege tools available with the Varus, with the Elise as well, and the Nico.
I'm going to see them in action. The Shy sitting mid lane. BLG are all here. Somebody stop the Shy, and the top wave pushing in as well.
And this is what we talked about with the term tempo disparity, right? You push in bot, you have the Shy pushing in mid, you get to roam over first, and you try to catch any members in transit, or if you can get on top of someone like Fofo, who was already there.
So now I'm waiting to see how BLG react to this, because again, they've played so well here. We need to give them compliments about how their early game has gone. A BLG that have not been successful, especially during this split, where we expected them to be in the top 4, in the top 3. I actually thought they'd secure playoffs as one of the first teams, but that's not the case. Meanwhile, now Rookie's looking for a pick on top of BLG, but won't find it. While the rest of IG group up with 15 seconds left to Baron, looking to find another inner.
I just want to say, if there's one thing we know Meteor, Jinzhao, and Shinmo can do reliably, is patiently wait for the late game.
They can. The BLG style, I guess. The Shy might be caught out here, but it's going to find Meteor instead. In comes Jinzhao flying on in. The Shy is dead, and IG still looking to take this fight, but I don't know anymore. Rookie comes in with the Pop Blossom, but he's dead as well. This Kai'Sa living on, and now IG getting separated and torn. BLG still have more to work with the Southwind, as he too will die.
Someone tell me what happened to Jinzhao in their recent series. He is playing so well, so aggressive. The word we keep using is so confident. It looks amazing. And Puff, as always, wasn't with his team. They end up getting caught out, over-aggressed. And BLG buying more time and also picking up a lot of gold.
And this Kai'Sa again. I said it, mega fet. Jinzhao playing this fight. You can see here with the Renan's Hurricane picked up. This AD Kai'Sa this time around.
So much damage.
He's huge. And he flew in out of nowhere as well. Literally aboard the jet plane. I don't know when IG are going to be back again, because now that 4K gold lead has dropped. Down to 2. BLG know there's a Baron in 2 minutes. And we're starting to get the point where team fights are going to bend in their favor.
We just saw what, I mean, well, I guess to be fair, Puff wasn't there.
Yeah.
But still.
We'll see it again.
Just Pillar coming out from Meteor, not really good or bad, but that's the play we were waiting for. Ulting in from Jinzhao. Here's where things look scary, but great flash coming out. And here we see how much damage he has in Kai'Sa's kit. Bursting Rookie down before he can even finish the Pop Blossom. And then from here, it's just so easy with all the members you have. You can see on your mini-map that Puff was never able to join.
Jinzhao just, instead of, I mean, he couldn't do anything there except attack Rookie. And the fact that he kills them before the Pop Blossom comes down is a big factor. IG looking to fight again, but instead they're going to get caught out. This Southwind yet again with the Stone Plate. They're going to find the Nautilus. Shinmo is tanky enough, though, as the Shy TP's in 5 versus 5 in the mid lane.
Yep, the Shy TPing in, covering for Southwind, so he's able to walk out for free. But now BLG have pushed on mid lane. They're able to lay down that Azir turret, and they're going to be able to control vision in the topside jungle of IG and start looking towards this Baron.
And you talked about the Baron for BLG, how quickly this can go down. When Jinzhao has an Infinity Edge now and an almost completed Rabadon's Death Cap for Fofo, that's starting to become a reality. Teleport
there
being
it is.
used.
There's a Death Cap.
And here we go.
Again, going to be important to keep our eyes out on for Lil Yan, the Shy.
Puff caught out. Dredge line connects again. IG lose their 80 carry. Shinmo looking to be traded yet again, but they can't find him either. Puff going down means yikes here for IG.
Shinmo playing on a knife's edge, getting out is a win, and IG trying to follow up with the pick coming in from Rookie's items, but they need to be careful.
Solar Flare in from Southwind. The real Southwind at that as well. In front of Baron. Kingen and Shinmo are both low.
I was going to say, the problem right now is that Rookie still has a lot of AoE in his kit, can poke those members down low. So even if you do pull Lil Yan into the realm of death, the rest of the members have a lot of threat onto BLG.
IG sticking around, so a BLG. The tag comes through, and Kingen rolling in at the speed of thunder, flashes on in onto the Shy. He wants revenge here for this lane, and he'll find it as the rest of BLG can't get anything else. Kingen to go golden, back to the Baron.
Doesn't matter if Kingen misses his E, just being having so much damage coming from that Proto Belt and that passive being able to take out the Shy in the end. But now, no Death Realm for Lil Yan.
Rookie still has the ultimate. I don't know about this one. He's still Baron. Pop Blossom this time going to come through. And even though Rookie's going to die, Baron stolen. Puff and Southwind kite it back.
And that ends up biting you in the end. The fact that Kingen used Death Realm on the Shy to get the kill. But I can't believe that Baron steal.
Again, IG when it seems impossible, when the game goes into the toilet, as it were. Something else happens. To pile on, IG now with the Baron buff on 2 members and a gold lead again.
Here we just see IG trying to threaten the Baron steal. Lil Yan coming with a great E. Doesn't matter that he gets knocked up by the Emperor's Divide, still lands the smite. And that's all that matters.
The rest of the fight can go downhill because Puff and Southwind get away. There wasn't a level difference either. It was just an outsmite purely by Lian.
Lian not here though, so BLG able to pick up this dragon. Now one away from Seoul.
Okay, BLG still. This game looks still to be theirs, in a way.
I love that every ridiculous IG series is me and you casting it.
It
like,
really is, isn't it?
What is this?
In a good way. See, I complained yesterday on the RNG Road Warriors series.
Oh,
because
that one was great.
Well, great is a relative term, especially in that series. But I said I always got the, I guess we call it Fiestas. But this is just explosive. I wouldn't call this Fiesta. I just think this is fantastic. Game 1 has already reached expectations.
Also, Jinzhao, of course, going for that Infinity Edge, going towards more AD when he has an Azir and Mordekaiser on his team.
Got a QSS now as well. Let's not forget, Southwind going to get pulled in by King, and as Shinmo on a knife's edge again.
That was just the calling coming out from the Shy.
All of it goes into this Nautilus. He has to back away. It's 4 versus 5. IG are pushing, knowing they have the advantage. And they've got Baron buff as well to go through.
To be fair, if you're BLG, I don't feel like you needed to force anything there regardless. We're really waiting for either next Dragon or Baron to come up once again. And IG really don't have any tools to actually siege down your inhibitor turrets. All
right, so 31 minutes in. Are we at the point after this Baron comes through? I know we talked about IG's ridiculousness and how IG can always win a fight even when they shouldn't. Are we at the point, though, where BLG comfortably in a 5-on-5 in open space should be able to take this?
If IG are directly in front of them, no one's getting on top of Fofo or Jinzhao, yes.
Okay.
So if it's a straight front-to-front team fight, BLG come out on top. We need to see some IG burst out, especially Jinzhao.
Flush away from the Shy, though. Meanwhile, when we talk about the 5-on-5 fight, individually the Shy getting bullied around. He's 2-6. Yet again.
He definitely has a lot more gold than a 2-6.
Yeah, he does. He's pretty fed. I mean, he has pretty much Flame Horizon Kingen, who has been getting more kills than the Shy this game. IG, though, waiting for a bait in front of this Baron, but Baron's not here for another 3 minutes. Their buff has just disappeared. Ooh. But Meteor is going to face check this. Cocoon comes through. The burn comes down. He's dead. Meteor just walked into them. TP's coming through. They've also locked down Kingen into the Death Realm. Who does he take? I don't think it matters. Puff is still free to hitting on the back line. Into the back goes Southwind, who dies to Jinzhao. But Shinmo yet again gets poked, but lives. The 3rd time this Nautilus has survived.
And see, this is scary. When we're at a point that IG can get a pick, but still come out losing in these fights.
Because BLG have hit that point, hit that moment.
And that was just a big mistake for Meteor. They already have vision on, which Baron's not even up, so it actually doesn't matter where they have vision. They just need to push out mid as a unit and then walk into their jungle. A and then B.
Not C. C was walking into your jungle by yourself.
Hey, but actually I guess C doesn't matter because you found out that even if you do walk into them, the rest of your members still win.
So D is that's a trade across the board. I think the point is here, though, for BLG getting more confident, you can see across the board. And Jinzhao, every single time, he's picking up these kills. 6-0-5 now has the Mercurial Scimitar, however you say that word. He's full build at 33 minutes.
Well,
You ready to
the
find?
ghosts coming out from Rookie.
He gets a lockdown onto Shinmo yet again, but we've seen that can't kill him. Here comes the culling yet again onto the tank Nautilus. He survives once more. The Death Grasp pulls in the Shy. Kingen pulls Death Grasp onto the Shy, but I don't think this is the play. The one-on-one works out, though. Kingen gets some revenge on his own, but turns into a trade in the end. Rookie on the wrong side of the rift, but maybe now can get something as Fofo has the ultimate, but can't get in range of Rookie.
And the call from BLG was so split. Kingen wanting to go in, the rest of BLG walking backwards. Had they committed one way or another as a team, feels like BLG could have just come out ahead. You were ready to just say, oh, Kingen's done for, but Kingen showed you, the fans, himself, his team, everyone that, yeah, he had the damage.
Finally getting something back for this lane. I mean, the Zhonya's Hourglass, a big factor of that with the Bramble Vest still in the inventory, but once again, a 1-for-1 trade. And at 34 minutes in, BLG have started to realize that every time this happens, they're still coming out ahead.
Yeah, and we are at a point now, again, Jinzhao's been full build for quite a while. Fofo's been sitting on these items also for quite a while, so you have the damage there. It's just, like, can you push out mid as a team, walk into river as a unit, get that vision set up, and then really try to play off of the flanks coming in from someone like the Shy or Rookie, and then allow your team to win the 4v4 with King and pulling, you know, the flank into the death throw.
BLG grouping up mid though. Jinja ults into the backline. Puff has been caught out. The depth charge is there. They turn onto Southwind. BLG with a fight win. Rookie dies? No. He goes up but comes down as Leyen does the same. The Shy runs face first with an Inti style into BLG. And I think Leyen says it all. IG just got blasted.
And Inti style was the best way to describe what just came out of the Shy, but still, the big player to look at in that team fight was once again Jinzhou. The fact that he's going to go in so aggressively these team fights is so beautiful to watch.
BLG have big death timers on the side of Invictus Gaming. I think they can just end it here, Lyric.
It's over.
Well, we knew that with IG, with that early game going wrong, or rather BLG able to hold out, that they'd be able to win this one in the end. And Invictus Gaming dropped the first one with a BLG success.
Like,